Hey everybody, it's Sarah and I'm just sitting on the floor knitting and working on the version of Nifty for the tutorials. And I just thought I'd step in and reassure you that it's okay that we're surprised doing mosaic knitting. It's probably better if I'm not holding it and it's all shaky, hey? So there's a couple things I just want to go over. Number one, mosaic knitting is just slipping stitches purlwise when you're told to. That's it. You alternate colors, and by slipping a stitch, you pull it into the other color. And so you're only ever going to work with one color at once, but it's going to look like you use two colors at once. And that's going to feel really great. If you've never done stranded color work, mosaic knitting is a fantastic way to get into color work without having to figure out how do I deal with two yarns at once? Because you don't. So you're going to slip stitches purlwise. We're going to alternate knits and purls in this mosaic pattern. So with each color, you're going to knit 2 rounds. You're going to knit, or you're going to work 2 rounds. You're going to knit 1 round, and then you're going to purl 1 round. And in both of those rounds, you're going to slip the same stitches so that they come all the way up. You are going to always slip the same stitches. So the ones you slipped in the knit round, you're going to slip in the purl round. Where those are is going to shift a little bit as the pattern builds up, but I picked a very simple pattern. It's very geometric and very linear because that made it easier to do the decreases in the hat. To make it easier in terms of juggling yarns, I put 1 yarn to either side of me as I work. And what that does is it just makes it really simple so that they're not getting twisted and tangled up. Whenever I'm like churning my row or whatever, I know if I'm going to get tangled. So I work with 1 on either side of me, or if I'm on like a table or something, I'll put 1 on either side on the table. And that just seems to be enough to keep it from getting a little messy. And then the last thing that I just want to mention is gauge. So when you're slipping the stitches, you don't want the yarn traveling behind that when you work the next stitch to be shorter than the space the stitches want to take up. So I'm going to show my pattern, my knitting now. Spoiler alert, but I mean, that's true for all the tutorials, right? So this is what clue is this anyways? This is clue 5, I think. I don't know, I've got like papers printed out here. So this is what the clue looks like partway through. And as you can see, we've got orange with white pulled up. And then here in this white bit, we've got orange picked up or pulled up. And anyways, as I am working, when I am working 2 stitches, here we go, 2 stitches of the white, I just make sure that the yarn traveling behind in the orange is the same distance as those stitches want to take up. So I slip the 2 stitches, and when I put my needle to work the next stitch, I just make sure that I pull those stitches a little bit farther away on the needle. And that's all. Mosaic's really simple. I've also written up directions if you just want to do a quick little simple garter stripe version instead. There's directions that tell you which rounds to decrease in, and otherwise you're just going to work garter stripes. But I mean, this is almost as simple as garter stripes. You just have to pay attention a couple times each round and build up this really fun pattern. I hope you're enjoying yourself if you've already tried a little bit of this. And boy, nifty is nifty, and so are you. If you're doing something new for this, well done. I think gnomes are perfect for trying new things because they're low stress. Doesn't matter if your gnome is a little wonky. Wonkiness is gnominess. It looks great when gnomes are a little higgledy-piggledy and all over the place. So enjoy yourselves.